I'm Kim Lyons.
And I'm Shannon Mock.
I started coming to Cape May before Shannon was in existence. When I met my husband, he had been to Cape May before. I never had. So it only took one visit, and we came back every year.
We came down the same 2 weeks every year, the first 2 weeks of June. And we were regulars with a lot of people that we shared the same condos with. And we were always at the arcade, walking the mall, seeing the horse and carriages, the old buildings. And it was just every first 2 weeks of June, looking forward to the summer and getting down to Cape May every year.
I guess what first brought us back to purchasing a shore home was we had rented down here to spread my husband's ashes.
And I think it was always your dad's dream
Yes.
to buy a house down here. But, at the time.
Always when you're young, you think you can't afford it.
Yeah.
And then as you get older, you're like, if not now, when,
And so I had told my mom, you need to do this. You're not supporting me anymore. Buy a beach house.
Kim actually had called into the office. I was in the office that day, and she was interested in an open house that I had done on Georgia Ave.
Which had been flipped by Sea Haven. And she's like, I have to go see this house.
We kind of chatted for a little bit. She was telling me some of the things that she liked and disliked. I brought her over to the home. Unfortunately, that deal did not go through, but we kind of just stuck it out together and we just kind of clicked instantly. The first day she met me, she brought her dog, and her dog was named Sadie, and my favorite dog I've ever had's name was Sadie. So it was like, you bring me a dog and I'm already there. It's just so easy to click with Kim. And then she started bringing in her daughter, Shannon. Shannon got on the phone. Shannon's Kim's biggest cheerleader. So it was so nice to see that relationship between mother and daughter, because that's the relationship I have with my mother. It was natural. It was just a very natural connection with Kim.
She was like, do you think I can do it?
6 months later, Amanda dragging me around. We found my house.
Well, we knew that we liked the style of houses that Katie had flipped and her decoration style from seeing multiple of her properties. And we just needed something that was sometimes a little bit bigger, sometimes a little bit smaller. And then we ended up finding the perfect location, but it hadn't been touched by Sea Haven, Katie, and Gunnar yet.
And we are Sea Haven. That was bad. I'm Katie.
I'm Gunnar. For Kim's property, the location is probably the best part, the most exciting part. It's the last house on the block. No one's ever going to build beyond it. And the property is elevated on pilings due to its location of the wetlands, and the pilings are used to be less invasive as opposed to digging for the concrete and footings and things like that.
From a design standpoint, it is a modular home. It's a modular home on piling. So while it's a newer home and it was, adorable to begin with, what Kim wanted was an elevated beach house type feel. So one of the things we were thinking is, how do we turn this kind of builder grade box into something that doesn't stick out like a sore thumb against this, beautiful backdrop of the back bays. We really wanted it to look like that home is supposed to be there. So that's where we came up with the wood wrapping on the bottom. So we have this beautiful home up top with the cedar accents and the window boxes and the shutters that are giving it kind of a more custom feel. And then when we do this kind of slatting, I was a little inspired by kind of a California type beach bungalow, South Carolina. There's a lot of houses that are built up and they kind of have this wrapping on the bottom. That's really what we were thinking of, but also using colors that just sit very nicely against kind of the nature. That's the highlight of the home. And we said that since day one. How do we bring in design elements to this home that don't take away from the view? Really, the view was everything. We wanted people to come in and see the view and then, oh, this is a beautiful home, but it feels like it was always supposed to be that way.
It's just nobody's gonna block our view. You can't have a bad day. Even if it's raining, you can look out the window and see the bird preserve, see the bay, see this lightning. You know, I always like watching the lightning on the beach. It's the
beautiful.
best neighborhood.
But all's well that ends well, I guess. So
Yeah.
yeah, so we ended up with a house at the beach, and I feel like Sea Haven will make it a beach house.
Stay tuned to see what's around the corner on the next episode of Sea Haven, the renovation series. So, I mean, what do you think about the window?
So this is what I've been busy with, and I would like some help putting the tiles on the wall.
Straight, not crooked.